What'd you think of that reveal, huh? Pretty cool? Pretty freaking neat? I wouldn't know, I haven't done it yet, but I assume that I did a pretty good job. I usually do. So I haven't at this point even seen the fairings yet. I'm getting ready to unbox them and install them. If you thought the video was over now, it's not. We still have the other portions of the video to go on. And I've also seen people say that they don't like it when I hold the microphone. And I have to say, I think this is more of an aesthetic. I like holding the microphone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fix this, I'll fix this. How's that? It's actually like a microphone stand now. It's just a pry bar, but here we go. So I'm about to unbox all the fairings and check them out for the first time, but I want to update you guys on the design. Obviously you've seen the reveal, but what does the design come from? I'm glad you didn't ask. So the cool thing about this motorcycle fairing kit is that I designed it myself. I sent it off to Monster Fairing. I was like, do you think this is something that we would be able to do? Is this achievable? And they were like, absolutely. I've worked with Monster Fairings in the past. They've always been great to me. Their products are top notch. The plastics are good quality and their paint job's usually pretty amazing. So, but I will say that I did draw inspiration from a very popular 1970s Grand Prix motorcyclist, Bandit Barry Sheene. If you guys don't know who Bandit Barry Sheene is, he's pretty well known for basically popularizing the British Grand Prix. He held a lot of records, back-to-back championship kind of deal. I drew inspiration from a lot of his 1970s GSXR race bikes. Now, they're not exactly the same. The yellow on them is kind of a little over the top, but I still wanted to draw inspiration from that. I thought it was a great place to start. This is not only is this a one-of-a-kind bike, but it's also a mild tribute to Bandit Barry Sheene. So while it is my own art style and design, it does draw from a lot of the characteristics of Barry Sheene's bikes. That was early on racing years for Grand Prix motorcycle stuff, and it was one of a kind. So that being said, I hope they turned out the way I want them to. The only thing we can do now is unload the fairings out of the box and get them put on. So I have my shop set up perfectly. You know, I like my shop nice and comfortable. Got my Sonic toolbox ready to go with all the tools that I need. Got the brand new fairing set in the back here from Monster Fairings. Thank you guys very much. And then I've got the Gixxer here, obviously. So I'm basically just gonna pull all the fairings out, inspect to make sure I'm happy with them, and I'm gonna start pulling this bike apart. So let's get started. Now, there's no better way to pass the time than to do an ad read, so you get to watch me pull these fairings out while you watch an ad. That way you still get content, and I still get money. So thank you, Established Titles, for sponsoring today's video. Take it away, Cowboy Dan. It's your Lord and Savior, Do It With Dan here, but I mean that quite literally. See, I'm a Lord now, according to our sponsor, Established Titles. That's right, you have to refer to me as Lord Do It With Dan now. This is a real proclamation right here, dedicated on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, which makes me a lord. You see, Established Titles is based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. And it's also a fun, novel way to preserve the natural woodland of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. And it is official title crest. You can put it on your credit cards, your dating profile, job applications, and plane tickets, you name it. You're a lord or a lady. And your estate comes with a unique number so you can look at your property. A square foot of land in the lap of luxury. And for the next 200 people that use my code will become my personal neighbor. Your plot will be next to mine. So there's literally nothing I can do about you becoming my neighbor, which I really don't want, you know, to be honest. Basically buying your way into being my neighbor. Why would you do that? Why would you want to be my neighbor? Do you want to be my neighbor, son? They're also partnered with the charities One Tree Planted and Trees for Our Future that plant a tree with every order to help fight deforestation. And it's not just in Scotland, it's everywhere. And with holidays right around the corner, it makes a perfect last minute gift. And now they're already running a huge holiday Black Friday sale. You can use my coupon code DOITWITHDAN10 and get 10% off on top of that. It's a discount on a discount. I know I'm not good at math, but that's a pretty good discount. So just go over to establishedtitles.com/doitwithddan10. You'll get 10% off their already discounted price. And they're gonna plant a tree in your name. Thank you for helping fight deforestation. Thank you for supporting my channel. And thank you, Established Titles, for sponsoring today's video. All right, let's get back to the video. Alright, now that the new fairings are on, I've got them jacked up on my race stands, which is provided by RevZilla. Links for those are in the description. I've decided that to complete the look and to complete the safety of this bike, I'm gonna throw some body armor on the crankcase and the stator cover. These are GB Racing body armor, also provided by RevZilla. Link in the description. Those are affiliate codes, much appreciated. And the best thing about these is that you can put these on without having to remove the whole crankcase. You can just pull 4 bolts out, it pops on, you put the 4 bolts in, it never comes off, you never break a seal. It's on and off really quick, and the bolts that it comes with are a little bit longer, so there's no worrying about puncturing your case. Just crank them down to their hand tight, +1 on the hand tight, and these are good to go. Super simple, super easy, absolutely worth the investment. This is gonna save my crankcase, and it's also gonna cover the rash that's already on it, which is even better. All right, and that is pretty much it for Valkyrie. I'm pretty stoked on the way she looks. I think she's gonna make a great daily motorcycle. You know, it's perfect to get this thing nice and ready right before winter hits and I won't be able to ride it for a couple of months. Classic. There's also a headlight that I really want, but it's like 500 bucks. I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money on a headlight for a 600 right now. But outside of that, I think the bike looks fantastic, and tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you like Valkyrie. Tell me if you like the way she looks, if you think that it's honorable to the name Valkyrie. And here is also some HD photos that I took and edited. So feel free to screenshot or whatever, I don't really care. Make sure you leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, do that crap, I guess, or not, I don't really care. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.